Hi friends, welcome to Easy and Home Style Cooking. I'm Mrs. Ragini. Today I'm going to share a Bobbatlu recipe. I have made couple of variations in Bobbatlu. Usually Bobbatlu we make it at the time of Ugadi. I'm going to show you today with pumpkin, and we are going to add very little of suji, that is semolina, and make this Bobbatlu. To start off, here I have the pumpkin. I grated the pumpkin, dear friends. Take a fine grater and you can grate this. We have lot of moisture in pumpkin, so when we make the parathas, that is Bobbatlu is nothing but, in Hindi we can call it as paratha, because we are going to stuff the mixture and make a nice sweet paratha. To this, as I said, we have lot of moisture to this, so to avoid that moisture I am adding little bit of semolina. So first what we are going to do is we are going to add some ghee. Once you add the ghee, add the semolina. If you are taking 1 cup of pumpkin, you can add 2 tablespoons of semolina, or based on the moisture you can increase the quantity of your semolina also. We are going to slightly roast this and then we are going to add the pumpkin. So friends, you can see the semolina is slightly colored. We don't want this to be too brown, just slight color. And now we are going to add the grated pumpkin. We are going to saute this pumpkin. We are going to let this cook for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, I am going to mix the dough to make our Bobbatlu. We are going to take wheat flour and little bit of maida, that is all purpose flour. You can take equal quantities, or you can increase the maida quantity and you can decrease the wheat flour quantity. There are lot of variations they do to mix the dough. So today I am using 1 cup of all purpose flour and half a cup of wheat flour. So here is the all purpose flour, and we are going to add wheat flour and also pinch of salt. For sweet I always love to add little bit of salt and very little oil. We are going to first mix this. So we are going to add water little by little, and we are going to mix a soft dough. You can see this is nice soft. It should be like this. And now very little oil, so that it won't stick to our hands and we can knead it nicely. And we are going to rest this dough for 5 minutes, and then we are going to make our Bobbatlu. So friends, here the dough is ready. We are going to keep aside, and now here back to our pumpkin and suji. You can see this is slightly cooked, and now we are going to add the sugar. As per sweetness, dear friends, you can add the sugar, and also very little of cardamom powder for flavoring. And we are going to cook this for another 3 to 4 minutes, so that all the sugar melts and this will become a nice, we want a nice ball so that we can stuff it. So friends, here you can see our sweet is getting ready. You can see this has become into a single mass. It should be like this. Now you can just switch off the flame. Don't overcook it, otherwise this may become crystal. So don't overcook it. And you can see this has become a mass, and still it is nice and soft. If you rest this for some more time, dear friends, then this will become soft, and then we will able to make a nice dumplings, and then we can stuff it. So what I am going to do is, I am going to take a plate and we are going to transfer this onto a plate so that this will rest for some time, and then we can make a roundels and take a small dumplings, or whichever sizes you want to make your Bobbatlu. Based on that you can make the roundels. If you want smaller size, make it into smaller size. If it is sticking to your hands, you can just apply little bit of either oil or ghee, or even water also you can just apply to your hands so that it won't stick, and keep this ready. And now, dear friends, we are going to take the dough. Here is the dough. Always your dough should be in smaller portion and your stuffing should be more. And here I have a paper or clean wrap. Just apply little bit of ghee on top of this plastic cover, and what you can do is spread the edges. Leave the center and spread the edges. Because this is very soft, you can easily spread them like this. See, center is nice and thick, edges are thin. Now take your stuffing, the sweet mixture, and bring the edges together. See, this way is very easy. If anything excess, you can just pull out. Ready? Apply some more of ghee. Dear friends, once in a while we are making a sweet, so make it with ghee, or otherwise you can make it with oil or butter. And now very slowly spread it. You need not use the rolling pin also, dear friends, because it's nice and soft. Now this is ready. Once our pan is ready, we are going to put some ghee or oil and we are going to cook this on both the sides till we get a nice color. So friends, what we are going to do is, I'm going to add very little oil. You know, usually if I apply ghee when I try to, you know, press it, I don't even use any oil or any ghee while frying, because already I'm using lot of ghee to press my bobbatlu, so I don't usually apply. But if you want, you can apply any of, you know, one, either ghee or oil, and we are going to cook this on both the sides. So friends, here you can see our paratha is, that is the sweet paratha, that is bobbatlu, is all ready, that too with pumpkin and little bit of suji. I did not add too much of suji, dear friends, very little, and you can see an excellent color. I'm going to, you know, cook one more and then I'm going to taste at a time. So friends, already, you know, always whenever you are having the parathas or the sweet parathas, any type of parathas, try to eat it when they are slightly warm, not too hot, otherwise you may burn your mouth. And if you see, this is very soft, little bit crispy outside because there is a sugar inside it, so we will get slight crispy texture because of the sugar. Wow, this is superb. I love any sweets, especially these sweet parathas. I love the most. This is yummy, tasty. I don't have any words to say. Please try this. This is very nice and simple dish. You need to try it, make it and feed your family. They will love it. Any festival, any, you know, birthday parties, anytime you can try, dear friends. I hope you enjoyed this simple dish, pumpkin bobbatlu. If you like it, make it, share it, and also feed your family fresh food. See you in another session with some more recipes.